Hello everyone and welcome back to another Will Cinematics review. Today I'm reviewing Aladdin. Before I dive into things, please remember to like and subscribe. Before I get into the plot, I'm going to talk a little bit about my thoughts on the movie. So I've had a sort of rough view on this movie. It's definitely one of the lower ones on my Disney princess list because of many different reasons. Don't get me wrong, I love the animation, the plot, Genie, all of it except for some of the characters. Anyways, let me get into the plot. So the movie starts off with this great song, Arabian Nights. It describes the beautiful land of Agrabah. Then we see Jafar out in the desert sending in another man he believes to be the diamond in the rough into the Cave of Wonders. This transitions to the fun-loving main character Aladdin and his monkey companion Abu. So Aladdin sings a song titled One Jump Ahead as we jump into the world of Agrabah. Soon after, he sings the reprise to this song and talks about how they only, people only see him as a thief and a crook, but he's a good person at heart. And if only they could see past the poverty, they could see him for who he truly is. Then we see Jasmine escape her palace. I say escape because she feels kind of trapped there. And she kind of is. After running with some angry merchants, Aladdin helps her and brings her back to his place. Aladdin gets arrested and Jasmine heads back home. Also, I did say even though I don't have a love for this movie, there's still many scenes that I remember from my childhood and really have grown on me. So then Jafar tricks Aladdin into going into the Cave of Wonders. Aladdin gets in and gets the lamp, but he gets trapped inside thanks to Abu touching some stuff that he wasn't supposed to touch. He rubs the lamp and finds a genie. So the genie is played by Robin Williams, and the genie is literally one of the funniest Disney characters ever. He definitely makes me laugh every scene. He's a great comedic relief and I really love him. The genie sings a song, Tell a Friend Like Me. So then Aladdin and Genie escape the cave. Then Aladdin wishes to be a prince, so Genie makes him one. After this transformation, Genie leads an ensemble of characters in a song titled Prince Ali, which is the name that Aladdin is going by, as a fake persona. And Jasmine likes Aladdin for who he is and hates men with huge egos like Prince Ali. He comes off as kind of arrogant, driving home the point that Jasmine likes Aladdin for Aladdin. When she met him as this poor boy, she really did fall in love with him in a literal day. And Prince Ali, who she can't at the moment, she can't tell is Aladdin, just seems almost the opposite of that, someone who's just flooding with riches and is not very nice. So Aladdin loses his chance with Jasmine until he visits her that night on a magic carpet, and they sing the song everyone knows, A Whole New World. When they return, Jafar figures out that Aladdin is Prince Ali and has him drowned, which is honestly pretty dark for a Disney movie. I think when I was little, I didn't really understand what was going on, because I didn't realize how dark that was. It just hit me rewatching this so I could review it, because how dark that scene was, and I honestly forgot it was even in the movie. He gets saved by Genie, and then Aladdin realizes he has to tell Jasmine the truth, because it's been going on too long. He's getting lost in this lie. But while he's thinking about doing this, Jafar finds the lamp and takes it for himself. Jafar makes himself Sultan and then Sorcerer Supreme, and then finally sends Aladdin away to this mountain, this cold tundra. But he gets back and he and the genie work together to stop Jafar. Aladdin tricks Jafar into becoming a genie because he says that genies are the most powerful things in the world and you'd be able to wish for anything. But then he doesn't realize that that means he has a contract in a sense, and he gets trapped in the lamp. Aladdin then uses his last wish to free Genie instead of using his last wish for himself. He and Jasmine get married and they live happily ever after, and that's kind of how it ends. That was just a general run through of the plot. So before I get into my rating, I have to say I don't dislike this movie as much as I thought I did. I had this weird memory of not liking it that much. It is still one of the lower ones on my list, but now it holds a spot closer to my heart. I think I don't rank this as some of the other princess movies because Jasmine isn't the main character. I'm not saying that Disney princesses have to be the main character, but look at Hercules or Tarzan. These movies definitely have male main characters, but still manage to keep the women in them as more than prizes for the men. I know the whole point of Aladdin is loving someone for who they truly are, and your heart is what truly makes someone love you. But that said, I still have this feeling as a secondary main character. Even though she is one of the most daring and stubborn princesses and has a lot of traits that we should all look up to, she still feels like some sort of weird male trophy. I'm not super sure if I'm making sense here. I like her as a character, but maybe if she got more screen time or was the main character of the story, then I'd feel less as similar to one of her lines that she isn't a prize to be won. Because part of me feels like she is. Okay, here's my rating. So main character I said 8 out of 10 because Aladdin's a really strong main character and he's so lovable, and he's just honestly just one of the best Disney princes. Supporting characters, I said 7 out of 10 because Genie is awesome and super funny, and he really revolutionized Disney's idea of comic relief. Like, you can even compare him to like Lumiere. You can see the big difference between the two of them in comedic style, but also in like the way comedy is like delivered. For love interest, I said 7 out of 10 because I like Jasmine, but as I've said, I have issues with her a little bit. For songs, I said 9 out of 10 because the movie has very memorable songs. Speaking of memory, I said 5 out of 10 because the ending was pretty plain. Like, so much so I couldn't even remember it when I was going over the plot in my head before watching. I couldn't even remember how the movie ends. Like, I was like, they get married, but I don't remember what that looked like. Like, I still have this, like, very good idea in my head of, like, that wedding at the end of Cinderella, and, like, her in the carriage and the waving, like, turned into the book and stuff. Like, that's really ingrained in my memory, but the ending of this just really, like, flew over my head. Now, for villain, I said 9 out of 10 because Jafar is just such a well-crafted villain. Super scary. I remember being scared of him as a child. He's honestly a really great villain. Animation, I said 6 out of 10 for the sole reason that this animation just seems far worse than Beauty and the Beast animation. So Beauty and the Beast came out before Aladdin, yet I feel as though the Beauty and the Beast animation is stronger. I'm not sure if it's a budget thing or maybe possibly because Aladdin has so many bright colors in it, maybe that like made things more expensive. I'm not really sure what happened, but I just feel as though the animation in Beauty and the Beast just seems much stronger than the animation in Aladdin. Lastly, for score, I said 8 out of 10 because it really transports you to Agrabah. Like, the music really brings you to this land. And then I said overall score of 7.5 out of 10. But that's it for today. Please check out Aladdin if you haven't. Definitely worth it. It's a very good movie. Most people like it, and a lot of people like it even more than I do. And as always, remember to like and subscribe.